check out this beautiful place I get to spend time at. It's this retreat. It's it's Puget Sound Community Guitar Camp, and it is lovely here. It's my new favorite place to go, and I always learn so many things just from meeting so many people, and I'll probably run into someone on this trail, which kind of throws me off because my videos are very kind of intimate, and it's I'm always awkward about like videoing myself in public. But I want to take you guys on a walk around this small lake. Probably won't go all the way around, but I want to talk about one thing or another thing I've learned since I've been here is the gift of solitude. I've always been a solitary person, especially when it comes to writing, mostly because I don't get other people like that are into exactly what I'm into. So in order for me to like really get into that vibe, I need to be alone. Unless I find someone else that's in the same kind of part of the spectrum of the ethos that I'm trying to write about or invoke. And one thing I've realized is even though I spend a lot of time in solitude, in my house it's different. It's different because it's not complete solitude. Like, I know my roommates can hear me and stuff, and that does affect me. I used to think it was a self-conscious thing, but it's in the vibe that when I let myself be vulnerable, it makes people uncomfortable who aren't like comfortable with being vulnerable with like the songwriting thing, which also in turn makes me feel uncomfortable that it's not like enjoyed, or that person feels uncomfortable by my comfortability. I don't know if that any of that makes any sense, but yeah, it's been tough because I really need complete solitude, and then I can actually spend time, a more enriching time with my friends. But as it is in this world, I never had like some huge lucrative ambition to go to school for. And like, I'm very fortunate for what I have now, but still don't make enough for the cost of like being able to have my own place. And sure, if I had saved up early on, I probably could have achieved that by now, but I've just been all over the place. But that's what I wanted to say, is that there is so much value in really being alone or just with nature. And yeah, it's just tough. And it's interesting because I have worked so hard to be comfortable with that. And even some of my best friends who I live with, it makes them uncomfortable. I can tell it makes them uncomfortable when I play, and they can hear it, which I know sounds like a weird thing. And you probably think I'm just being self-conscious, but I was told that. That's how I know. It was confirmed. Even though I could feel it, and I was like, it's so much confirmation to hear that what I thought was kind of going on was truly going on. So I look way better from up here than down here. I actually look my age from down here, all wrinkly and stress lines and whatnot. All my thinking lines. But yeah, so that's the solitude thing. And it's weird. I have yearning for solitude, but I also have yearning to have a partner at this point in life, because that was my goal, to like be with my person by the time I was 33. And that's what I went for channeling the whole time. Like, not like desperately seeking, but just like I put that out there in the universe. And I did have a partner at that time, but it was not what I was going for. Like, with trying to find a unicorn at least that gets me and similar to me and can appreciate the value of my uniqueness. And so, yeah, I've been recognizing my despondency over like those two things, not being able to have the space I need, but also not like having the affection that I need as a human. And even though there's times in my life where I've chosen not to, like, I'm like, I don't want to need someone around and be needy. It's like poor aesthetic, but it's like, no, whether it's poor aesthetic or not, we are humans, and that's just how we are designed to be, like, receive affection. And like, that's why if you don't hold a baby like their whole time, they'll probably die, because we're such relational creatures, and people are just so uncomfortable. There's just a pandemic of uncomfortability, and it's kind of upsetting to me because I've worked so long to be comfortable, even, and like, I don't really feel that awkwardness that a lot of people, I don't know where that comes from, if it's fear or insecurity, but who knows? It doesn't matter. I don't want to overanalyze it, but yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't feel awkward moments like as much. Like, unless I say something really cringe and then I'm like, yikes, or someone else does and you feel embarrassment for them. But it has to be pretty extreme for that. Like, most of the time, I'm just so comfortable with my awkwardness. I can see someone kind of like, I don't know, uncomfortable, and it's just like, oh man. And I just feel bad for the world like that people just go their lives being so uncomfortable with things that are beautiful and awesome. And it's like, that's what makes me believe in the Archons. Is like, wow, someone is like really manipulating. Like, I don't believe in them like you believe in a savior. I just believe in them that even though their existence and invisible and non-corporeal, that there's clearly something pulling strings. Just because we don't see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain doesn't mean he's not there, but we see the effects, just like the wind. Can't see the wind, but we feel it. We see the things blowing in it. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say on that. And it's already 7 minutes.